Hey everybody, welcome to another installment of Brad Cook Stuff. So, this week I decided I wanted something simple, both in ingredients and preparation. And as it turns out, the idea I came up with only required me to buy one single ingredient. I have everything else in the house. So, tonight we're having what I call Aristotle's breakfast. You'll see why as we make it. Anyway, let's take a look at the ingredients and see what we're working with. Here are the ingredients for tonight's dish. We have here a mess of ground chicken and some eggs. That's basically it. All right, let's go ahead and get this chicken done. So I'm going to make all of this chicken, but I'm not going to use all of it in the recipe. I've just got a whole pile of chicken in the freezer, and I figured if I'm making some, let's make it all, and I'll clear that later. I'm going to season it with this adobo here. Let's get it kind of spread out a little bit. While we're waiting for the chicken, I'm going to go ahead and set up our scrambled eggs. Start with some pepper. Oh, no. And salt. Next, just crack some eggs in. Mix them up. Okay, these are done for now. We'll go and set these aside and see if our chicken's ready. All right, I don't see any pink in this, and that's pretty much the goal when it comes to chicken. So I would say this is done. Let's go ahead and scramble our eggs. All right, we start with a little butter. Oh, these are done. Let's go ahead and get these into a container and mix everything up. So here are our scrambled eggs, and here's our chicken. I'm going to just put in about the same amount of chicken as we have scrambled eggs. That should do. Well, I had to transfer this to a larger container because I completely misjudged how much there was going to be. But that's fine. We can go ahead and mix all this up. There we go. All right. And add our final ingredient, some chopped green onion, fresh. There we go. Mix all this up here. Now I call this Aristotle's breakfast because Aristotle was the first person to ask which came first, the chicken or the egg. In this case, it doesn't really matter because we basically just busted up the eggs and ground up the chicken. Anyway, this is our final mix. I think we should put some in a container and try it out. All right, moment of truth. I have here a bowl with some fried ground chicken, some scrambled eggs, and a little bit of fresh green onion for flavor and color. Aristotle's breakfast is what I'm calling it. Anyway, oh, that sounds good. Let's give it a try and see how it tastes. There you got a nice big bite. All right. Honestly, that's about what you'd think it was. It's ground chicken that I fried up with some adobo and some salt and pepper scrambled eggs. Nothing fancy, and I didn't make it spicy or anything. A little bit of green onion, which gives it a nice little bit of crunch, adds slightly to the texture, but doesn't take away from the main ingredients. You need a bite here, get a big one. Yeah, this is not only tasty, but it's not very hard to chew. So, for example, if you had some sort of dental problem, or if you've just gone through some dental surgery, or whatever, and you need something easy to chew, this would actually do it for you. But that's not a requirement. So, here's the thing. I made this about as bland as I ever make anything for this channel. I didn't use anything to spice this up. I could have. I love ghost pepper salt in my scrambled eggs, and I have any number of spicy powders that I could have used in this ground chicken. But I decided I just wanted something fairly plain. It's plenty salty and flavorful, but not overly so. And the onion gives it a little bit of an accent, but it's not necessary at all. If you made this at home, you could spice it up, take out the green onion, change the kind of meat you used. Although I feel like the chicken and egg is kind of what makes this dish work. All right, so let's have one more bite here. There's a nice little bit of egg on it too. Now, was this difficult to make? No. Well, for me, having only one burner, maybe slightly more than it would have been for somebody who's got a regular stove. But no, it really wasn't difficult at all. The chicken took a long time, and my problem with ground chicken is that when it fries, it tends to clump up. So you got to kind of keep on top of it and kind of chop it up, break it up. So, but the end result is really pretty decent. And yeah, I like this. I've got plenty left over in this pot behind me here. I'm going to put that in the fridge for later. But I am going to finish what I've got here before I go to bed. Despite it being called Aristotle's breakfast, you can have this for lunch or dinner as well. Anyway, as always, appreciate you guys stopping in, and we'll see you in the next video.